All right, welcome back. Kata versus MMA, and here we go. Next technique sequence is very short and sweet. It's very practical though. Instead of leading into it with an entry, I'm just going to kind of jump into the whole pressure phase here, and we're going to go right into the neck clinch, okay? How you get there is up to you. There are so many entries that are available in Naihanchi. There's more than a dozen, and you have all sorts of entries that come from the concepts from Naihanchi and whatever else you can think of. So if I can get Glenn. So again, we're going to do the neck clinch. Anytime you have the neck clinch, you want to be working this guy immediately. We need to be taking him off balance with the steering wheel. We need to be throwing knees. We need to be throwing elbows. We need to get a headbutt in there maybe. Remember, you can get a quick eye gouge. Anytime you're in this position, you keep one hand on and come back with the other hand right into the corner of the eye and just rake across with your thumb. So you're not trying to necessarily pop his eyeball out, okay? I mean, that sounds pretty gross. I mean, if it's life or death fight, certainly you could, but you're raking across the eye, okay? So the thing is it takes his mind off of the fact he's got two hands that can nail you in the gut, okay? We've got to keep him off balance so that he wants to be hanging onto your arms instead of hitting you. We're not going to stay there long. As you kind of noticed in all the previous techniques, I don't stay there long without hitting, kneeing, doing all sorts of stuff, and usually switching up to another clinch. So I use the neck clinch usually as an opportunity to get in. We're going to use, after we get the next neck clinch, we're going to use a neck crank takedown. Neck crank takedown is the stack position. It's, if you think about coming to the stack position, that's the neck crank takedown. Remember, positions in kata can have multiple meanings. So just looking at that part, when I'm right here, and I've got a good position, okay, and I've softened him up, one hand's going to remain on the round of his head, the other hand is going to go on his chin, all right? Now, if I'm cranking to the left, I want to step back with the left leg and take him to the ground, okay? So it can be a very gentle takedown like that, or you can snap it down. Please keep in mind you are cranking on the neck, okay? Anytime we crank on the neck, that can be dangerous, okay? So we're not trying to do a neck break or anything like that. That's not what we're after. We're just saying where the head goes, the body follows, all right? So again, we're going to start from the neck clinch position. How you got here, up to you, all right? I would work him off balance, work that elbow straight, boom, there's the knee, okay, that I worked in there. Remember, we got all these other options. I'm going to grab, let me turn him this way so you can see how I go into the chin. So I'm going to step out of the way a second. So I'm grabbing the back, turning his head. I'm putting the tip of his chin right in the hollow of my palm, and I'm using two-way action to turn him, okay? So again, I'm here, step back with my left, take him to the ground. I can keep a hold of an arm, all right, which keeps him on his side. Nice kick to the kidneys, okay? I can nail him into the armpit, okay, which will take his breath away. And I can run and get out of here, okay?